folks, another day, as I say, another pound. If you're in America, add dollar. Anyway, just show you one or two bits I bought, which are nothing really in the scheme of things. One bit is, I bought it yesterday actually, and this is it. It's coming up from the deep. Ooh. And there it is. I found it in a charity shop. It had more or less just gone in, I think. And I saw it. I'm not usually into Egyptian and that sort of thing, particularly. But I really like the look of this. It said to me, I want to sit on your side with all the other flipping stuff and get hidden. And if you have a look at it, you can obviously notice that candle goes in the top. And I was lucky because these are smaller and thinner than the ordinary household candle, and I bought these, don't know how long ago. There were a bag of them going cheap, little budgie candles. And I always know they'll come in handy somewhere along the line, and they just fit perfect. Anyway, have a look at it. See that? That is the face of, and I do know it, but I can't pronounce it, so look it up. Ancient Egypt. I do this every bloody time. Ancient Egyptian goddess, early ancient, Lower Egypt, and she was worn on the crowns or on a crown that went round the head or anything, and by the pharaoh, and the pharaoh that would tell the people, he's the pharaoh, he's the god of Lower Egypt. Anyway, that's what she looks like. Excuse me. And if you look at her body, there she is. It's the body of a cobra. I've got bits of flipping food in my mouth. That's unusual. Why the hell would you have food in your mouth? Anyway, look it up. Early ancient goddess of the Lower Egypt, woman's head, cobra's body. You'll find the name. I think it begins with U, and there's another name beginning with W, which is associated with. But, and I think she's pewter or something, because she's pretty heavy, and it's sort of like pewter. But normally I get things really cheap, but this was £10, but I thought it was worth it because just flipping downright unusual. How strange is that? And handmade by Baroque Designs. Something like that. So yeah, that was yesterday, but we digress. Today I went to Asda, as I usually do, had a look at the Halloween stuff, nothing there really. And I remember something I'd seen around this other aisle. I thought I'd go and have a look. This was the cheaper of the two. This is metal. The other one was wood frame, which was £4 dearer. And being a blooming cheapskate. Being a cheapskate, I opted for the cheaper one, but I like the two anyway. And so really the next couple of objects are nothing exciting, but I like them. I'm going to show you a secret here that maybe lots of you know. when you're a goth and you're wandering about in your goth clothing and your goth boots with all those lovely buckles, does that not happen? I'm lucky it just stayed at that, but as I'm walking along, the buckles ripping into a flipping bag. So if these are supposed to last a lifetime, they're not going to last very long, are they? First exciting thing, woohoo! Potatoes. Exciting, you say? Well, yeah, not really. Isabella baby potatoes, and I got those because today, tomorrow, sometime I'm gonna make a dish that flipping food again. Which is I don't know whether it's just the Canaries, Gran Canaria or not, but I know when we went up into the north of Gran Canaria they made a bit of an issue of these, and they were done in garlic and tomato sauce and everything, and there's a special name for them which I don't know at the moment, but I could tell you later on. But it's a few years since I had those, and I've been thinking lots of times, should I have a go at those? Now's the time. The other thing, which I said was the cheaper of the two sorts, was this. How flipping cool is that? A lantern. So at night time, really, if I hear noise outside and it's dark, I can take this out and go round. What the bloody hell's the noise going on out here? Why are you kids not in bed at this time of night? Ha ha! Because the bogeyman's bloody come to get you. I really love it. It's metal, silvery colour. This bit in the middle we do not want. It's polystyrene, and all that does is brace the glass on all the sides so that when you're carrying it you don't push the glass in and break it. So it's a flipping good idea actually. Got that there. And there's quite a big dip, wide dip there, so unlike little tea lights, this is probably for more of a bigger candle, about that wide. See that wide? Stubby, bit bigger. Hole at the top, so the heat comes out the hole, then it hits this at the top. So I have a few lamp type things, and I don't really use them, but I thought, well, if I buy this I'm not going to flipping use it. And then I thought, flipping I'm in the evening I'm going to put an actual candle in there and use it, which I think it's going to be a lot brighter than that, than a little tea light. It's a candle. So yeah, as the £8, that is a pretty nice piece of work. So really, that was my joy of the day. And the other thing, which I did have in a video earlier, which I loved, and I bought another one, and I should buy another one, and probably another one, and blah 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 blah. Ta-da! The big, what they call bath sheet, and they are a bath sheet. They're flipping huge. I think if I undid it and laid it on the bath, it would be the size of flipping bath, I think. I'm not sure whether I'm supposed to dry with it or the bath. But yeah, that was it really. This beautiful thing yesterday, so if you want to look it up and see what this lady's all about, which is the cobra with a woman's head. Ancient Egypt, Lower Egypt. Have a look up in the history. You'll get a bit of info on her. And then I really like this, and it's really good, because if you see me with this in any of my videos, it means I'm telling a lie. Swinging the lamp. Swinging the lamp. And as for the carrier bag, well, there we go. That's probably what it thinks of the fluffy carrier bag. So folks, I'm going to go off. I might use this little baby. Who knows? So have fun. Don't do anything I wouldn't. It's Saturday. I hope everybody's having a good Saturday. If you're watching this at another day later in the week, I hope you did have a good Saturday. If you've been really freaking lazy and you've come across my videos 2 or 3 years later, I hope you can even remember this bloody Saturday. Which is doubtful. But all the same, have fun folks. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. This is Kilted Goth. Love you as usual. That's it. Bugger off.